What is up, everybody? It's WYKO, and I'm making a tutorial on how to make huge big room techno. So let's get into it. So this reference project is my latest release, Lose Your Mind. I'm going to let you guys listen.
Acid will make you lose your mind. Acid will make you lose your mind.
I'll let you listen to a little bit of the breakdown as well.
Acid will make you lose your mind. Do you feel confused? Do not panic. Nothing around you has changed. Only your perception of said surroundings.
Alright, so I'm going to quickly go over the project, and it's going to be available on my Patreon, so don't you guys forget. Okay, so what I did is I basically wrote these lyrics, and then I went on this website and basically typed the text, and then I exported these vocals, but then I processed it heavily. So this first stage is basically compression, Camel Crusher, EQ, Sound Godizer, more EQ, de-esser, Maximus, Stereo Shaper. And then the second stage is basically thermal. I'm basically going hard here on thermal, and then using Soothe, using a bunch of like thermal presets.
You feel confused?
Just gonna turn the vocal into this.
You feel confused? Do not panic. Nothing around you has changed. Only your perception of said surroundings.
There's no secret here on like on thermal. I just used a bunch of presets. I just listened to a bunch of like vocal presets here. So I went to vocals and listened to these presets and selected the ones I liked and just put them on top of each other. And then for the rest of the breakdown, I cheated a lot. So basically drum loop. Then I found this and found this loop, and I filtered the loop basically. Just filtered it. Like a very dark vibe. And I just layered the drums on top. Then I found this arpeggio, like dark techno arpeggio. So I just put it on top of it. This sounds insane. It really fits like the vibe of like, you know, hectic, like confused in the nightclub full of acid or some shit. I don't know. But like it really fits the vibe. So just, yeah, wrote the lyrics, put the vocal on top, heavily processed it, and
Feel confused? Do not panic. Nothing.
Alright, okay, so on to the drop now. Okay, so for the drop, we have the vocals as well, different section. So yeah, the full processing of the vocal is manipulator again, EQ, Sound Godizer, Camel Crusher, Fresh Air, EQ, Maximus, Soothe, Stereo Shaper, and then reverb on the bus.
Acid will make you lose your mind.
Then we have the kick and the rumble. Now the rumble is just 3 loops layered. Now with the kick. Just like to find cool sounds to stack them on top of each other. And then we have the lead. Okay, so for the lead here, we have the main layers first. These are the main sounds. But then we have these screeches slash saw leads, widen and like give more high-end frequency to the sound. And then a hi-hat. Everything is on the same bus. Make this. And the lead sounds like pretty big because I'm doing like an endless smile as a reverb automation clip right here. And I'm also like compressing with Camel Crusher after the reverb. So basically when the reverb comes in, very, very smashed against the lead. And this makes like, this gives the big room effect, the big room vibe to the leads basically. So that's how you make the leads sound big, layer them and use reverb with compression. And then you have the loops. Alongside with the rest of the sounds. And that's basically it for the general idea. This is how you make some really huge big room techno sounds. Techno kick, rumble, acid sounds with saws on top, and a lot of reverb. And do an automation clip to control that reverb because you're going to be compressing it a lot, so you need to control it. Okay, that's basically it. I hope this was helpful. I hope you guys learned. And don't forget, this project is going to be available on my Patreon. WYKO on, WYKO off.